Hi. Today in Drawing Economics, we'll discuss the basics of economics. So, we already know that economics is a based set of common principles or ideas that apply to many different issues. Some of these principles involve individual choice, such as choosing this or that, while others involve the way individual choices interact, like how choosing that could lead to mass chaos. In this episode, we'll be covering the 5 principles of understanding how individual choices interact. In a market economy... Hey, illustrator?
Yeah?
Wrong market.
Oh.
A market economy, or an economy where decisions about production and consumption are made by individual producers and consumers, like the one we live in, this coordination takes place without any coordinator, meaning each individual makes his or her own choices. Yet these choices aren't totally independent. Each individual's choices depend largely on the choices made by other people. To understand how a market economy works, we must examine the interactions and effects between my choices and your choices and vice versa. When studying these interactions, we learn that the result of these choices may be quite different from what an individual intends. There are 5 principles that fall under the theme of interaction between individual choices. They are 1. Gains from trade, 2. Markets move toward an equilibrium, 3. Resources should be used as efficiently as possible to achieve societal goals, 4. Markets usually lead to efficiency, and 5. When markets don't, the government intervention can improve society's welfare. Let's discuss the first principle, which is gains from trade. The key to better living standard for everyone is trade, or people dividing tasks among each person, allowing everyone to provide goods or services that others want in return for their goods and services. An example of dividing tasks, or specialization, would be in a factory. Rather than having each individual work separately, each worker specializes in one step, and all the workers work collaboratively. This is because the economy as a whole can produce more when each person specializes in a task and trades with others. These benefits are the reason a person chooses one career, as it takes many years of study and experience. The second principle is that markets move toward equilibrium. From the 4th principle of individual choice, we know that people will exploit opportunities to make themselves better off. A situation in which individuals cannot make themselves better off is what economists call an equilibrium. This concept is helpful in understanding interactions, as it shows ways of cutting through the details. The fact that markets move toward equilibrium is why we can depend on them to work in a predictable way. The next principle is that resources should be used as efficiently as possible to achieve societal goals. When an economy is efficient, it is producing maximum gain given the resources available. But should economic policymakers strive to achieve economic efficiency? No. As efficiency isn't the only way we can evaluate an economy. People also care about equity, or fairness. And there is typically a trade between equity and efficiency. Policies promoting equity often lead to a decreased economic efficiency, and vice versa. Exactly how far should policymakers go in promoting equity over efficiency is not really a question economists can answer. What is important is to seek to use the economy's resources as efficiently as possible in pursuit of society's goals. The 4th principle is that markets usually lead to efficiency. No branch of the government is entrusted with ensuring economic efficiency because the invisible hand does the job. Incentives built into a market economy ensure that resources are used efficiently and opportunities aren't wasted. However, there are exceptions to this principle, such as cases of market failure, where self-interest makes society worse off and the market outcome is inefficient. The last principle is just that. When markets don't achieve efficiency, government intervention can improve society's welfare. When markets go wrong, an appropriately designed government policy can move society closer to an efficient outcome by changing how society's resources are used. An important part of economics is studying why markets fail and what policies can be used to improve welfare. They fail for 3 reasons. 1. Individual actions have side effects that aren't considered by the market. 2. One party prevents beneficial trades from occurring in an attempt to capture the greater share of the resources for itself. And 3, some goods by their nature are unsuited for efficient management by market. Today, we've discussed and drawn the 5 principles of how individual choices interact and have an effect on the economy. So remember, your choices impact others.